So last month I celebrated my 28th birthday. It wasn't just a day of candles and cakes. It was a moment of reflections. As I look back, I realized how much I've grown and how different life could have been if I don't know then what I know now. So here are 29 lessons I've learned that I wish I could pass back to my 20 years old self, and maybe to you, no matter where you are in your life. So lesson number 1, your life is a story, so be an author. So life is like a book, and you are both the protagonist and the author. So many of us live as life happened to us, but the truth is we hold the pen. So the story we tell ourselves, the narrative we choose, defines how we see the world. So are you the hero who overcomes challenges, or the victim who feels powerless? So remember, you can always write a new chapter, introduce a plot twist, or even start a whole new book. So take on ownership of your narrative, and life become a series of intentional decisions rather than a random events. So lesson number 2, dare to dream big. So even if it feels delusional, the world needs dreamers, not just realists. So realists often settle for what's practical. So but dreamers see what's possible. So at 20 years old, I thought I had to play it safe. So plan everything out and avoid failures all cost. But here's the truth. Failure is inevitable if you aim higher, and it's necessary for growth. So the most successful people dare to dream beyond what others thought was realistic. So even if 9 out of 10 attempts to fail, so that is one success can transform everything. So be bold, be delusional, believe in something bigger than yourself. Lesson number 3, forgive your parents. They are just people too. We tended to see our parents as superheroes or villains, but they are just a human being, figure life out as they go. So there's no handbook for being a perfect parent, and they made the mistakes just like you will. So let go to resentment and focus on the love they have given you, however imperfect it may be. So forgiveness isn't about them, it's about freeing yourself for the weight of the past. So lesson number 4, being lost is part of finding yourself. So when I was 22 years old, I felt completely lost. I was questioning my career and my purpose and my identity. It was terrifying because society teaches us that we should have it and all figure out by the certain age. But here's what I have learned. Being lost isn't bad things. It's a necessary stage of growth. It means you are shedding your old self and make space of the new. So always try to embrace the discomfort. It's the fertile ground where transformations happen. Lesson number 5, build your dreams and work for someone else. The reality is you have either working to make your own vision or reality, or helping someone else build theirs. So neither path is wrong, but be intentional about your choice. If you have dreams of finance freedoms, don't wait for the perfect ideas or timing, or always try to start small, whether it's a side hustle or learning a new skill or saving aggressively. Always try to take a step now. The earlier you begin, the more times you have. So lesson number 6, nobody has life figured out. So that successful friend you admire, your boss who seemed confident and composed. So even your parents, they are all figuring things out as they go. So the difference is that some people are better at pretending. So life doesn't come with any instructions manual. So stop worrying about doing everything right. Trust your instinct and focus on moving forward. So lesson number 7, the 7th rule. So don't sweat the small stuff. Here is the game changer. If it won't matter in 7 years, don't spend more than 7 minutes stressing over it. So it's so easy to get caught up in the drama of the moment, but most of the things that upset us are trivials in the grand scheme of life. So zoom out, gain perspective, and let the little thing go. So your mental peace is always worth it. So lesson number 8, time with loved one is priceless. So when you are young, it's easy to take a time with family and friends for granted, but life is fragile and the people you love won't always be there. So spend time with them. Call your parents, visit your grandparents, have the long overdue coffee with your old friend. The moment may seem small, but they will become your most cherished memories later. So number 9, so information's overload won't solve your problem. So we live in an age where knowledge is everywhere, but actions is rare. So at 20 years old, I believe I need to read just one more book or take just one more course before I could start. But the truth is, executions beat endless preparations. So start with what you know and you figure the rest out as you go. So action breeds clarity. Lesson number 10, invest in your health earlier. So your body is your greatest asset. So if you neglect it, and it will demand attention later. So often at the step price, start now with small, sustainable habits. So drink more water, prioritize sleep, move your body daily, and eat nutritional foods. It's not about looking good, it's about feeling strong and living well. Lesson number 11, the good old days are now. So how many times have you looked back and thought, wow, those were good old days? But here's the secret, you are living them right now. So the moment you are overlooked, coffee with friends, late night laughter, quiet evening with family, so are the memories you will treasure most someday. So at 20s, I was so busy worrying about the future that I often overlooked the beauty of the present. So pause, look around, and appreciate the simplicity of today. So even if it feels ordinary, so one day you will wish you could live it. So don't let the worries of tomorrow rob you of today's joys. Lesson number 12, every decision has a cost. So always try to choose wisely. So life is about trade-off. So staying late at work might get you ahead professionally, but it could mean missing dinner with your family. So saving for the future is smart, but it might mean skipping a dream vacation this year. So at 20, I thought I could have it all, but I have learned that everything comes at a price. The key is to ask yourself, what matters most to me? Once you have a clear on your priorities, decisions become easier. So remember, there is no wrong choice as long as it's aligned with what you truly value. So lesson number 13, not everyone is meant to stay in your life. So friendship and relationship involve. So some people will be with you for a lifetime, while others are only there for a season. So it's okay to let go of connections that no longer serve you. So when I was young, I felt guilty about drifting apart from friends, but I have realized that it's a natural, or growth and often means moving in different directions. So cherish the friends or the people who stay and release those who don't. It is not a failure, it's a part of life. And when you choose to live someone else's life, do it with grace and gratitude. So lesson number 14, completion is an illusion. So happiness is a practice. So we often imagine that happiness lies at some distance, finish line. So when I get that job, buy the house, or find the perfect partner, then I will be happy. But life isn't a puzzle to be solved or a destination to reach. There's a no magic moment when everything's click into place. I've learned that happiness is something you cultivate daily. The small habits, the moment of gratitude, and the choice to see beauty in the mundane. So stop chasing the illusions of completions and start enjoying the journey. So lesson number 15, the scarcity mindset always will hold you back. So growing up, I thought opportunities were limited. So I clung to what I had, afraid to lose it. But the truth is, the world is abundant. There is more than enough success, love, and opportunity to go around. So when you shift from scarcity to abundance, you stop fearing loss and start embracing possibility. If you are stuck in a job you hate or a toxic relationship because you think there are no better options, so try to remind yourself that there is always more out there. You just have to open yourself up to it. Lesson number 16, stuff doesn't make you happy, always experience too. So how often have you justified buying something you tell yourself it will make your life better? So at 20 years old, I thought having the latest gadgets or clothes or car will bring me happiness. But the novelty always one of what really stick with me are the experiences, a heartfelt conversation or a spontaneous road trip. So investing in the moment, not the thing. Memories last, material possession don't last. Lesson number 17. Always therapy is a superpower. Don't underestimate it. So growing up, I thought therapy was only for people who went through extreme crises. But as I have gotten older, I have realized that therapy is for everyone. It's a tool to understand yourself better, heal past ones, and navigate life with more clarity. So if you have ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, or burdened by the old habit, therapy can be the life-changing. It's not a sign of weakness, it's an investment in your well-being. So don't hesitate to seek help when you need it. You deserve it. So lesson number 18, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Just start. So there is no such a thing as a perfect time to start. Whether it's launching a business or pursuing a passion or making a big change, life will always throw curveball. So I used to tell myself I will start when I have more time or money or energy. But the truth is, the best time to start is now. Even if it's a mess or imperfect, action beats inaction every time. So the perfect moment isn't coming, you have to create it. Lesson number 19. Small changes compound over time. So you don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Small, consistent actions are far more powerful than dramatic or short-lived effort. If you want to improve your health, start by drinking 1 extra glass of water daily. So want to save money, cut off unnecessary expenses each week. So this thin shift might seem insignificant at first, but over time, they add up to a massive result. So success is built on a foundation of small and daily habits. Lesson number 20. Ask for what you want. So the worst they can say is no. So most people never get what they want because they are afraid to ask. So whether it's a raise, an opportunity, or support, speaking up can feel scary. But here's the thing, the worst that can happen is someone saying no. And even then, you are no worse off than for you asking. So take a leap, you have nothing to lose. Lesson number 21. Take your mental energy like gold. So your mental energy is finite. Every distraction, unnecessary task, or a toxic relationship, drain it. So at 20 years, I said yes to everything and everyone, leaving myself burned out. So now I guard my energy fierce. So set boundaries, say no to things that don't align with your goals. Prioritize tasks that matter most. Your mental clarity and focus are your most valuable resources. So don't waste them on one thing that don't serve you. Lesson number 22. Hard work now make life easier later. So what do you mean by that? There is no escaping from hard work. It's just a matter of when you do it. So put in the effort now while you are young, energetic, and adaptable, and you will reap the rewards later. So if you avoid hard work early in life, it will catch up in your 30s, 40s, and beyond when it's harder to bounce back. So think of it like a planting seed. The sooner you sow, the sooner you harvest. Lesson number 23. So every goodbye could be the last. So make it count. So this lesson is one of the hardest, So you never know when it will be the last time you see someone. So at 20 years old, I rushed through goodbyes thinking I do have infinite opportunity to reconnect. So now I realized how fragile life is. So hug your loved ones, make your moment with people count, because someday will only exist in your memories. Lesson number 25. Add yet to your self-talk. So there is a huge difference between saying I can't do this and I can't do this yet. That's one little word yet. Remind you that growth is possible. So you are not stuck where you are. Every skill, every goal, and every challenge is achievable with time, effort, and persistency. Lesson number 26. Take more risk while you are young. So your 20s are the perfect time for calculate risk. You have fewer responsibility and more time to recover from setback. So whether it's starting a business or moving to a new city or pursuing a passion, this is your window to experiment. So failure are temporary, but the lesson and the potential rewards always last a lifetime. So lesson number 27. Your morning sets the tone of your day. So how you start your morning matters. So at 20s, I used to wake up and immediately scroll through social media. So leaving me unfocused and unmotivated. So now I start my day with intentional actions. Lesson number 28. Always say yes to yourself first. So every time you say yes to something you don't want, you are saying no to yourself. It's okay to decline invitations or opportunity or commitment that you don't align with your needs. So always try to prioritize your time, energy, and well-being. It's like you are not being selfish, you are setting your healthy boundaries. So lesson number 29, time is the ultimate currency, so always try to spend it wisely. The true value of money isn't in what it buys, but it's in the freedom it provides. So use your resources to buy time to travel, to pursue passion, or simply enjoy life. So always remember, money can be earned back, but time cannot. So always try to spend it intentionally, because once it's gone forever. You can't return it back. So in conclusion, like I said, remember, life is what you make it. So always take those lessons to your heart and start building the life you want, one decision at a time. So it's like it's never too late to rewrite your story. So what lesson you will apply today? Let me know on the comment below. Peace.